Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dreadbread. Welcome to the Space Monkey. I'm off your dance. For the enemy. Give me one moment to set everything up. We're gonna be watching the Nova Open watch along preview. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. That is my bad. I've been working, and I wanted to save this for a special occasion. It's been a while since I've had any dreaded hobby content, and here we go. Just looking at some stuff, making sure everything's set up, everything's good, everything's great. We're going to be going over, just as a forewarning, and people gotten. Oh, is my volume on my phone up? Yeah, it was. Not bad. Just as a forewarning, people have gotten mad at me over on YouTube, and I really don't care. When it comes to the music and stuff, I do either have to lower it or I'm probably going to have to mute it. Other content creators were hit with copyright ID claims. I've been having issues with that quite a bit. Sometimes they are from GW, and sometimes they are not. They are from fraudulent companies that are out to make a quick buck. And even if you fight the ID claims, they usually drag it out for 30 days. What happened with Bomb Rush Cyberpunk was I think I got auto ID claimed by a bot, and it was for some weird rap song thing. I fought that. They took down because the video got uploaded twice. I privated one. They took down the privated one, and then I had to wait like almost a week or two before they took down the other one. And they actually they disliked both videos, and the reason how I know it was them is you can't see a private video, and the privated one actually has a dislike on it, which is not possible because before it was even uploaded to YouTube, I made sure that when it did upload, it would be privated. But anyway, here we go. We're not going to be doing the tests this time or anything like that. I'm not using Slip.stream anymore. I do not recommend them. They changed their services and what is required for you to use their music. And even when you um, do what's required of you, and you fill out all the stuff and you link all the stuff out, they still copyright ID claim for videos for money. So it sucks, but let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I was just babbling on about some stuff, but now we're gonna go into the actual stream itself. Here, so we have Nick and then we have Eddie. We know these two, they've been doing lots and lots of stuff. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm a bit in the corner, but let's go. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see what goodies they're going to be unleashing. I will pause the video, or not pause the video, but I will mute the video if ads and stuff will come up, and then it will just pop over to just chatting until that's all done. Again, I probably have to, or I'm going to, um, lessen the volume, extremely lessen the volume. 40% should be good, but like I said, for the music and stuff, excuse me, I will be muting the volume or turning it down so low that I cannot get copyright ID. I've done that before in the past, and I still have. So we will see. We will see. Let's go.
Everyone, and welcome to the
Yay!
Online. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. It's
just a quick disclaimer, though. I have seen a lot of the reveals already. I'm sure a lot of you have too. I'm not super thrilled with the Space Marine stuff. A lot of it just feels bland, like bland and meh. Like they've done better models in the past, but we'll get to that point. We'll get to that part when we get to it.
fantastic for you to be joining us this evening, this morning, wherever it might be. My name's Nick. I'm joined by Eddie, and we're about to show you a whole bunch of really cool things.
Yep, we are doing this preview today as there is an event happening in the United States right now, which is called the Nova Open, and we've just, for the people in attendance at the Nova Open, done a preview in person. They've got a chance to see.
I would like to actually go to one of these, either the Nova Open or Warhammer World stuff someday. Someday I would like to go, but it always happens right around or right on mandatory blackout dates for where I work. Don't know what a blackout date is. is basically mandatory that you work that day. Sometimes you have to work like on ridiculous long shifts. I've been having to work 10 to 12 hours, mainly 12 hours. But it is mandatory. You can't call off. You can't request days off. They need you. It sucks. It's no fun.
See some of this stuff first. We've actually got a short video of the crowd at the Nova Open just after they've seen some of the new reveals. So, Raf, you want to play that? We'll see how excited they were to see it.
Oh, yeah, they're super excited to see stuff. She doesn't really look happy to be there at first. And now she does, but maybe kind of annoyed at first. Be on camera.
Oh man, you can always rely on our event audiences to get super hyped up about new release stuff, and Nova Crowd, no exception. That's great.
Yeah.
We've got some really cool things to show you very shortly. Before we do, we're joined in the chat by Mr. Vincent Notley, who's our moderator. Thank you, Notley, for joining us this evening. Raf's
Hooray!
the buttons for us. If you'd like to enter anything to the chat, we have got an eye on it. We'll try and answer these things this evening if we can, just to be nice.
They're very, very selective of what they answer. They ignore a lot of chat, and they only pick out like easy answers that they can do. I kind of understand why they do that, but it would be nice if they actually some of the other questions. But I know again, they probably got like strict guidelines and stuff that they have to follow. But anyway, never mind rambling. Let's go.
Get onto it.
Yeah, so just in terms of how this is going to work, we have a whole bunch of new Warhammer things to show you. Got loads of stuff for loads of different settings and IPs, lots of different game systems.
I'm
So
excited about the Horus Heresy stuff.
We've got a series of videos. We've got loads of stuff to show you. So I think it should be a pretty exciting evening/morning/late night.
Whatever your hobby, there's something for you, right? Basically.
Before we get stuck in, the thing that we always do on these previews is we ask the audience, where are you tuning in from?
Of course.
That's very important. It's the most important thing. So do let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. If you're staying up late in Europe, as we are, it's about 2 in the morning over here.
Some folks from England in the chat. So
yeah, if you're tuning in from the United States, somewhere near Nova, maybe you were even at the Nova Open preview and you decided to watch it all again, welcome back.
This was 5 days ago.
But do let us know where you're from.
Ireland, New Zealand, USA, all over the place. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's brilliant.
Yeah. We know lots of you have been waiting very patiently in the Twitch chat for a good few minutes now, so we are going to get straight and stuck into the previews. And we'll start off, I think, with something for Space Marine.
Let's do it for the
All right. Well, yeah. We're just gonna mute this. Got our Terminators. Ooh, very nice. Heavy Flamer of Doom. Chainsaw already. Well, we got a champion. Ooh, is that? Yeah, okay, it's that one. But yeah, I'll talk about these here in a minute. So, I mean, they're nice models, but a lot of them are just kind of like meh. Lead the charge. Find out more. I'm very, very disappointed with the God, what is it called now? I can't think. Chaplain model. They've done really cool chaplain models in Terminator armor before, and this one just feels generic and kind of, I don't know, like this weapon from what I've seen like kind of is posed that they all kind of seems a little bit fragile to put together, and he's just not very intimidating at all.
Brand new Space Marine Terminators. We saw the first of these, obviously, in the Leviathan box set earlier this year. Now there's some more on the way. Nick, what do we know about them?
They are fantastic. So they're super tough, super elite infantry for your army, of course, Terminators famously so. And this is a multi-part box set rather than the sort of single build ones that came in the Leviathan box with loads.
I'm actually very, very happy that it's a multi-part kit. 'Cause I do not like open heads on my guys. I'm very, very bad at painting flesh, so maybe that's why. But I like all my guys to be helmeted just because I think the helmets are kind of cooler than this weird little like God, I can't speak. Chin strap thing of doom right there. Just give me a helmet option. Please and thank you.
Loads of options for you to build them however you want to.
Yeah.
We've got weapon options include the Cyclone missile launcher
Ooh.
you can see here on the left-hand side, the heavy flamer on the right.
And as always, you have the finger pointing of doom. I mean, that I know that's kind of like iconic, but I hope it's not just like, you know, he's playing rock paper scissors in the pointing hand. I hope there's some different hand options these two.
You've also got lots of things like chain fists and extra weapons and stuff for your Terminators 2, and the classic builds for your Sergeants as well.
All the classic kit that you
all of it.
expect. There's some chain fist I think is a big one there, so you can start carving through tanks and stuff.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, these are great.
Some really nice alternate head options as well.
I didn't realize that's I think that's a little, like a little mini either rocket launcher or grenade launcher right there. Do you love me the flamers though? Flamers are always nice. Don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's kind of neat, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna be more brutally honest with these. I've tried not to be as such brutally honest in the past. The fat woman on the horse, I did not care for that model at all for the City of the Sigmar stuff. But so I'm gonna be a little bit more brutally honest. I do like Warhammer. This pose right here, I don't know. Like I don't. It's just kind of awkward. I mean, from this angle, it looks like he's playing rock paper scissors. I know he's about to shoot that, but I don't know, man. It just looks weird. Doesn't look very intimidating. But anyway, let's go.
I think it's maybe the first, or we haven't seen many Terminators that kind of half helmet look before, so that's really cool to see.
I don't like it.
It really fleshes out the options.
Really don't.
Same scale that add in really nicely if you got a Leviathan set earlier this year. You add these on top of it, and all of a sudden you've got a pretty sizable and scary looking first company.
Especially if you're trying to sort of build up your first company forces, like the Battle from a Crag scenario that came out recently, then these are going to be crucial for you to get hold of and to build your forces up. Yeah, I need me some of these.
No specific iconography on these for
That's
any
very
particular
nice.
chapter, so they're quite
That's
happily
always
to go
good.
into any of the kind of codex chapters, so they can be Black Templars, White Scars, Ultramarines, as you see there. Also make perfectly good Dark Angels or Salamanders or Iron Hands or anything really.
Man, my phone's just going off.
This guy as well. New Captain in Terminator armor. Of course, we saw the Captain in Terminator armor in the Leviathan box set. This is a really cool supplement to go alongside.
So I do like this pose a lot better than the weird grenade one. Again, I just don't like open helm stuff very much. He's not very happy. That looks a little bit better with the way it was painted, but still, I don't like the half face stuff. Just don't. I just want my guys to be fully helmeted, unless like they're a librarian where it makes sense. But I don't know. I do not like this face. That the metal part's kind of cool, the cybernetic stuff, but just his little teeth there. I just no thanks.
This is a different build of a captain. It also comes with a combi weapon,
Ooh.
a relic fist, which you can see on the top right hand as well, to give you a really nice options on your builds.
So one of the things
yes, I'd rather hit my enemies to death.
40,000 ask for quite a lot is options on their character kits. So that's what we're starting to see with some of these new Space Marine builds.
Very
you
cool.
can see there, you've got various different helmeted and unhelmeted heads. You've got the choice of having Stormbolter or combi weapon. So you can personalize this guy and make him your own. You can also see there the kind of robe at the bottom there is optional. So if you want to go for a very kind of noble knightly aesthetic, if it's kind of dark,
give me the clean right here with the.
If you want a more kind of austere Spartan look for your Iron Hands or something, you could just go old-fashioned and not put too much decoration on it.
Of course, if you haven't thought about it before, having a captain leading your force is an absolute crucial for a Space Marine force. This guy's got rights of battle, and you have some free stratagems as the game goes on. Also, he's got Unstoppable Valor, which lets you re-roll his charges for the unit he's with. So if you put him with a Terminator unit, those guys are going to get stuck in pretty sharpish.
It's not the only new character on his way, though. So we also have a Terminator Chaplain, Chaplain Terminator.
Alrighty, so this guy. This is a very different view, but like this view here, the one that they showed off in the video, I just really don't care for. Like I said, they've done way cooler I mean, they did give a different option here for the melee weapon here, but like, I don't know. I just feel like they've really done way cooler stuff. I don't mind the skeleton thing. I think that's kind of cool. That kind of goes with my homebrew stuff that I'm working on or plan to be working on soon. Once I get the free time to do it, but I don't know. Something about it just it doesn't seem imposing. It seems kind of off to me. And we've seen these shields before. They're nothing too fancy. I would have enjoyed, or maybe they'll bring out another one that is just kind of more intimidating looking than this guy right here.
Armor, and again, this is a multi-build kit, so you've got different options for the helmet, you've also got different options for the Crozius, and you've got different options for his weapon loadout.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. And for the first time, I think we've seen a chaplain with a huge shield. This is a relic shield, which other characters have in the Space Marine army as well, which makes him a lot tougher and harder to kill. And combine that with his Rosarius makes this guy an absolute monster on the battlefield. So get him involved as well.
Clearly, he was looking at his armor and he was like, "What I need here is a place I can put more skulls." So he's not only got a skull helmet, he's also got a shield with another skull on it. If you look at the Purity seals, one of them is a skull, and there's even a little skull drawn on the Purity seal as well. So this is one of the most skull-intensive Space Marine models,
isn't it? He's even got a skull helmet.
Got a lot of skulls.
Yeah. And also, like, shout out to the fact that Crozius Arcanum has got two different builds. He's got the blunt option on the right and what I call the slicey option on the left, so he can cut or smash. Yeah,
very flexible.
Yeah, right. For any situation. Yeah, wonderful miniature, and again, scaled to new Terminators, so matches really nicely with those guys.
Really exciting if you're looking to kind of build into that first company vibe. The Leviathan box.
I am happy though that they are multi-kit. Like, I'm not trying to poop on this kit or anything like that, but again, with the chaplain, I just think they could have done better with it, and I would have liked to see maybe some different poses with the Terminators. So again, I'm just kind of being a little bit more honest with this stuff because I do like it, but I'm not going to be one of those people that's always, oh my god, this is so cool, you should go out and get it type of guy. I'm going to put my input in to. There we go.
Obviously gave a great start for that, but this kind of gives you a whole bunch more options for it. But sometimes Terminators aren't the tool for the job, and you want something a little bit faster. So let's have a look at the next video.
Before we get into the next video, it has been 30 minutes over here on Twitch, which means I'm breaking up this VOD. If you're watching over here on Twitch, I am not going anywhere. Oh, no. No. It's only been 18 minutes. It's been 30 minutes in the stream. Forget what I said. Let us go on to this next one. Whoa. Oh, it's these guys. It's the Jumpy Boys of Doom. These are another range set that I'm kind of on the fence about. Again, like, some of these are neat, but some of them I just I don't know. There's just something off about them. Maybe it's because I like the old jump packs better, and I'm being a little bit more biased. There is one weapon option that I really, really don't like, and maybe we'll see it here, and maybe we won't. Jump into the fray. Play that out for a bit more. I do not like the weird, big, bulbous vents they have on the back of their heels. I think that's just... there was another option, too, for the leader to take, like, this weird, ornate saber thing, which to me just doesn't feel very Space Marine. Weird.
Dropping in from space to kick some face, we have the new Assault Intercessors with jump packs.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's this thing I don't like. This thing, I don't know. This is something that reminds me that should be like on a commissar's like wall in his office, or maybe it's hanging up in a planetary governor's, like, I don't know, like, home, right? And he takes it out right before, he meets his end as the planet is invaded by Tyranids or something. It just, I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe it's just the way that it's pointed, right? Like how they took the picture. Maybe a side view would do it some justice or something. But I don't like it. I don't like this weird power saber. Give me chain swords. Give me doom. Let these guys rip and tear as they jump into a pack of orcs, you know?
New captain to lead them. Nick, what do we know about these units?
So, well, first of all,
Why
you know,
captains?
flyer, right? These
Give me a lieutenant. Give me a sergeant. Give me something that's not a captain.
guys are
Please.
awesome. We've got jump packs on Primaris Marines for the first time, which is great to see. Sort of saw a little bit of a hint of that in some of the Space Marine trailers for the computer games back in the day, but now good to see them as models. Wonderful new unit, Assault Intercessors with jump packs here.
They're going to be getting
super
beaky
fast.
helmets.
They can move into combat as fast as you'd expect. They've got 12-inch movement.
Again, something I've noticed is there's a lot of unhelmeted heads and like half helmeted head stuff. That is fine, but as long as there is enough options for helmets, that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be great. Please, please, please.
And have loads of attacks in combat, so you want to get these guys stuck in as soon as possible. The sergeant has lots of different builds you can put with them, so power sword, chain sword, and plasma pistol, and even a hand flamer, I believe, is one of the options you can have as well. So yeah, super customizable unit, and instead of having to have your guys inside a transport to get them into combat, they can just fly across the battlefield straight in, which is great.
Worth saying as well, obviously, this unit paints up red very nicely. So
See, like, I don't. It's this stuff that gets me. Like, this doesn't really tell me that they're flying in or jumping in the battle. I mean, this stuff is okay as long as it's like pegged in there or is like a part of it, and not the weird. What were they, like the weird flying things that we got in 8th edition for those guys? I forget what they're called, but those were horrible just to put on. And just, I don't know, like, where's his beaky helmet? Give him a beaky helmet. He's supposed to have a beaky helmet.
So if you have a Blood Angel army, this is going to be almost a given that you're going to want to have at least 1 or 2 squads of these in your force. Also, Raven Guard make extensive use of jump pack troops
Yes,
as well,
they do.
so you can use them. I think that's the Power Fist in there as well, so there's an option for that. Loads of different options for your Sergeant, and the Hand Flamer, as you talked about there, is on there. The Model 2. These are really dynamic, cool models. They look heavy at the same time as looking fast. You can sort of imagine the mess these guys are going to make when they land in the middle of a kind of Chaos Cultist blob or a mob of Gene Stealer cultists or something. You do not want to be under one of these when it lands, basically.
It's just great to see them back in. I've missed now having the Assault Marine sort of archetype in the Primaris sort of force before, and it's just nice to have them back in as another tactical option to have in your forces. And you know what? If they're led by the captain, Raf, we've got that as the next picture. They become even better because, of course, in 40k you've got attached units now, and this beautiful, beautiful miniature of the captain. He's got his cloak in full flow as he's flying through the air. What an absolute!
I mean, I like that model. I like that pose. That pose looks
good. He's not
good.
gone for like a great, huge flowing cloak, because that's probably not hugely practical when you've got a jet engine strapped to your back.
Right.
So again, this is a captain miniature with loads of options. So you can see a couple of options there already. We've got the chain sword and the power sword, relic sword, sorry. But you've also got an option in there for.
Okay, I do like. This is one of the few unhelmeted heads I like, probably because of just how it's painted up as a blood angel. But that is very, very cool. Like that. I wonder if these are going to be a pain in the butt to together. I hope not.
For a power fist, and you've got an option for a hand flamer, so you can kind of lean into whatever build, either for tactical purposes or because it suits your particular style of play. So if you've got a salamander army, you're probably going to want to give him the hand flamer. If you've got like an imperial fist, you might want to give him the great enormous power fist.
I really like that shoulder. That's cool. Just notice that.
Right. A couple of head options in there as well. Again, a captain with loads of options to make it your own, which is exactly what Space Marine fans have been after.
It's just a beautiful model, Elliot. It really is. And if you've got an Assault Intercessor squad in your force, have him leading them as well. The Angel's Wrath rule means that the whole squad gets +1 strength on a charge. Doing that with the Sons of Sanguinius detachment rule for the Blood Angels on the index cards, that's +2 strength on the charge. So that's a strength 10 power fist and strength 6 chain swords all over the place. Loads of attacks, get them in combat. Wonderful stuff, and a wonderful model as well. That's going straight on my painting desk.
But that's not it. We've got there's even more Space Marine stuff on the way. So let's
There
have
are
a look
more
at the
Space
next
Marines.
video.
Ready. All right, so I'm probably going to get hit with a copyright ID. I don't know if I should actually break these VODs up into 30 minutes or if I should just break them up after every reveal. But this guy looks like maybe Sternguard, possibly, because he's got an older style helmet on. But let's find out. Let's watch the video. Ooh, look at these guys. Again, if you're watching, just jumping in and wondering why I have the volume muted, is because I don't want a copyright ID claim on this video. Guys, champions, heroes, guns for glory.
Another new multi-part Space Marine unit. This time it's the Sternguard. These are the
Yep,
elite
Sternguard.
Space Marines of the first company. Nick, tell us about this kit.
They are the best armed unit in your army, Eddie. And first and foremost, they've got a back banner. Back banners are back, which is great. We've got an older...
You're very...
So I hope this is actually part of the backpack and not something you just glue on, because I always hated that. I really do. I want something simple that I don't have to fiddle around or try to pin or try to like cut holes in the model to make it fit better. So this, if it's not, this may not go on any if I pick one up, or it may just like get glued into the base somewhere. You like this guy's weapon? It's interesting. I don't know what it is. It's like a flamer, rocket launchers in it or something. I don't know. But I would have loved to see kind of more older helmets on these guys. That's an older helmet there. I think that's an older helmet there. But that's a new helmet, and got the two guys without helmets.
excited
Very
about
excited
the back
about
banner
that.
when you
I
saw
really
this
am.
kit.
We've got older marks of armor in there. You can spot some Mark 8 helmet on the left-hand side and a few bits. These guys are veterans, have been around for a long, long time. They carry the chapter's best guns, including a brand new weapon on the right-hand side, the Pyre Cannon, which is like the
this
version of the guns that the Infernus Marines carry. So this thing
Okay,
is
so
the
it
biggest,
is.
most flamey infantry weapon we've got, even bigger than a heavy flamer, which is cool. Loads of options on the kit. You can arm them with loads of different things. All the guns interchangeable with bolt rifles, combi weapons. The sergeant's got different options he can have as well. You can have a chainsaw, power fist, or power weapon. Just suit them up, kit them out the way you want to send them into battle. Yeah. These guys are great.
Very cool.
This is a great kit for people who want loads of Space Marine bits as well to kind of maybe mix with other kits, because you've got loads of different helmet options in there, helmeted, unhelmeted heads.
Maybe you should bring back the old Sternguard veteran kit then, and make that cheaper. So that way people can have all that options and stuff as well. Just putting that out there. Oh shit! Sorry, chat. I went back too far. I went to hit play and I pressed the wrong button.
Complete bits box as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Very good, very good.
That back banner can go anywhere. Anyone can have it.
Have it at all. Yeah, it's really great to see. It's nice. Like if you hark back to classic Space Marine builds in there as well. So they've got the older helmets, a few like different armor types in there, which is just really nice to see, especially for us old in the tooth Space Marine players who've painted them for a long time. Nice nostalgia trip as well. It's really cool to see. There we go. Sternguard veterans, man.
But not the only new elite Space Marines are on the way. There's more. There's more.
Believe it. What else we got?
Let's have a look.
All right, so we're gonna mute this real quick, and this has been 30 minutes over on Twitch, which means I am ending the YouTube VOD, not the Twitch stream, and I will see all you people on YouTube later. I am going to be doing. I have decided before I actually leave that. So this first one will probably be one VOD, but then the rest I'm just going to break up into individual smaller VODs, just to have a little bit more content on my YouTube channel, because that kind of helps with pushing me into the algorithm. Right now, I'm not being pushed into the algorithm at all. I'm not being pushed in at all. I don't know why. I do know why, but that's for another time. But let's get into this next video.